This is the Finesse Media Podcast.
Man, what's good? It's Teflon Mun checking in. I'm rocking with Finesse Media Podcast Season 5. Check it out. It's dope content. New people every week. Great content. Good subjects. Everything getting touched on. Nobody holding nothing back. Season 5, Finesse Media Podcast. Check it out.
Big head to Don Don.
Check me out,
I'm coming through white shoes, like I'm bouncing to the floor. Rolling hard, y'all move when I'm bouncing to the floor. I might just burn your ass too when I'm bouncing to the floor. With my 45 dudes when I'm bouncing to the floor. You ain't talking about no chatter. Ride 20 inches or better. You ain't a fine Cinderella. Then mama, you ain't on my.
You ready to roll?
Oh, damn, here we go.
No, it's all good. It's all good. The Kappa man itself, suave and ready. Welcome back. Another episode of the Finesse Media Podcast, Season 5. I'm your host, Ken Finesse Media. And as I mentioned to you each and every week, I bring you something brand new. And this week, I got someone brand new. Really, really brand new. He's never been on the podcast, but not brand new to a brother and in my circle of mutual friends. Welcome to the podcast for the first time, my bro, high school teacher, by the way. Brother of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, makes me know it's Mr. Eddie Vickers. What's going on, bro?
How y'all doing today?
Man, listen, bro. Look, LBIS, what's going on back there?
I'm sorry. LBISB. I'm a member of Long Beach, Inglewood, South Bay alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated out here in California, Western Province.
That's what's up. And you play as grad chapter out there too, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because it's been a while, but because you've been, how long you been a member of Kappa now?
9 years now.
See, 9 years. That's enough to make me think we were on the yard together at the Greek
right.
parties. By the way, I'm
Right.
also rocking UAPB. He's also an alumni from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, the flagship of the Delta. So not just a Greek brother on this edition, this special edition, each and every week as I've been doing this whole month long, February, rocking it out with Black History Month. You seen our guest last week. We got more to come. But I'm hollering at people that's finessing the game, Eddie, that's so happen to be members of the Divine Nine. But this brother is also, again, an alumni brother. So respect to that and gratitude. Thank you again for joining this podcast, this special edition, bro. But we're going to jump right into it. What made you join Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated? After undergrad, too, by the way, which is unique because most of the people that's been on actually came through undergrad. So quite unique for the lineup.
Well, I joined Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated because of what you said in JBJ. No, I'm playing. I can bring that up.
No, I said it off air, and I'm not gonna keep it. If you want to share, I would like to know: did it really happen? Because everybody know clearly. Shout out to Darius, right? Shout out to Darius. He kind of came around later.
Yeah, but no. I joined Kappa Alpha Psi for a couple reasons. One, I grew up all my life, all of my young childhood around Kappa Alpha Psi. My grandfather, Edward Sparrow, may he rest in peace. He pledged at Kentucky State, and then came to LA alumni, and I've been around them all of my life since I can remember. He had me going to all the LA alumni chapter events, and so I grew up with members of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And why not be a part of men who are about achievement in every field of human endeavor? And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. What that is like you say, being an achievement, and then tying that into being an education teacher. In education and as being a teacher, it's truly important to be in Kappa League. I mentioned to someone how crazy that is and influential that is to instill at a very early age, what it's like to be in an organization with a group of other young men. And so Kappa League, I mean, is a huge, I'm sure, footprint in your organization, but particularly on the West Coast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because out here on the West Coast, Kappa League is where it started at Locke High School, which is my rival high school.
I know that. That's why I said, especially on the West Coast.
And I wasn't a part of Kappa League out here, but I was going to all the Kappa League events, and so I was in too much other things at that time in my life. So yeah. And my fifth grade teacher was a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and so was my high school band director. I didn't know until I crossed.
Yeah, see, and those are aha moments I love. I think that's also been the cadence for my guests each and every week. It's been somebody that they knew growing up, some teacher, some coach maybe, but they found out later on that they were also a member of the organization that they, decided to pledge later on in the year. So that's pretty cool too. Those aha moments. As you know, you're also an ex-alumni, I won't say ex, but alumni member of the marching band as well, where there's groups of people there, and we also marched together at some point. I don't think I actually marched with you, but we were a part of the band and a conglomerate of many different talents. When you think about the organization or the fraternity Kappa Alpha Psi, what do you love most about the brotherhood?
I love that, just like our alumni association for Pine Bluff, I love that I can call any brother in the country or in the world instead of coming into town. Where can I go? Brothers will come pick you up, show you around town. Some brothers may let you stay at their house or pay for a room for you to go to stay in, things of that nature. That's what I love about the brothers. It's the bond that we have. Yeah. I just love that portion of it.
Yeah, it's super cool. Like I was saying, like to many people who I guess look at our organizations as some usually when they denounce that it's some demonic and some dark and creepy little thing. And I'm like, yo, you guys don't know, like outside of even your organization, the love is felt. Like seeing the brother of Kappa, I mean, in the streets, it's the love as if that's my brother. And then even for the sororities, if you catch a Delta or you catch a Zeta, all those types of encounters are just filled with love. And then those things that, we do to look out for one another. I'm like, I don't know where that devil part came, but we also know that is, some cases where you do have those areas and little pockets of people because it is just an organization made upon people. But when you think about being in these organizations and coming together and saying something crazy or maybe not, or maybe shouting out your organization through a song or a dance or through a chant, what's one of your favorite chants?
Well, it's real. The one I like is real simple. I'm a plain Jane type of guy. It's just for those who know me, I don't act plain Jane, but I'm really plain. It's just Kappa, yo, Alpha Psi, Kappa Alpha Psi, yo.
Yeah. And the thing about it, happy belated Founders Day as well. I mean, the thing about it is, thank you. It's about every anniversary. We may not say that chant or think about, certain things of the organization until almost the Founders Day. You kind of see some old clips that get spread throughout the internet. And then you go, wow, man, it's like a reaffirmation. You think to yourself, like, man, I'm a part of this organization. You know what I'm saying? 9 years later, you're still rocking it. And it's just that rededication that you feel. But in your organization, and every week on this podcast, I talk to finesses, but there's also, I'm sure, some folks in your organization, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, that are finessing the game. Eddie, you're certainly keeping it down, but who do you say in your organization that's finessing the game?
I would say me. No, I say me on different levels because I finesse my job. As a teacher, you a hustler.
Yeah.
But people that's finessing the game in my organization, that's a tough one.
Yeah, who's that person?
That's a tough one.
Is it? I know, because it is an elite organization.
It's a lot of
many giants. Yeah.
I would have to say.
Who comes to mind?
Who did I run into the other day? Oh, Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric the Entertainer.
When I tell you he finessing his game, he literally said, I remember Kappa Alpha Psi, and this is what I can do. And he was like, I got the job. I was like, what?
He said, what?
Like, what? I remember Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and I can do this, and this. 2 minutes later, he got the job. I'm like, for this part, Cedric, he was like, yeah, all you gotta do is say that you remember organization, you can get in places. Okay, then give me a car, Cedric. Give me a car. Go give me that car over there.
No, Cedric, I mean, the original king of comedy, right? He is certainly finessing the game, and the guy has many talents on stage, on screen. As we know him as an actor, I'm sure one of his good friends, Steve Harvey, who's a member of Omega Psi Phi, those cats kick it, man. And he's still a smooth
and D.L. Hughley.
D.L. Hughley, shout out to Omega Psi Phi. Yeah, they are definitely finessing the game, but Cedric the Entertainer for sure. I seen him a couple of years ago hosting an event here in Dallas for Badu, her birthday event, and dude had us on our seats all night, or I should say out our seats laughing all night, because he's a cool dude. But listen, also
really cool.
what I'm doing on my podcast every week, I'm keeping it the same, even though it's the Divine 9 edition, bro. But what I'm doing is looking through your social media page. I'm trying to figure out what was this photo or what was this post that you made.
Don't bring
what was
that
this
up.
all about? So I'm digging through your
bring it
social
up.
media pages, man. He already ducking his head down. It's
I
a
should have
safe
blocked
space,
you.
and it's also something that you posted. So let's see if you can tell the viewers and me what was this photo or this text or status you posted was all about.
I'm going to block you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to block. Report.
All right, here we go. What's going on in this photo, Mr. Vickers?
Which one?
Tell me what the heck is going on, Mr. Teacher. Was this a Teacher of the Year photo? What was this? Tell the people.
Don't do that. So it was my So it was homecoming week at school, and they wanted to make sure that all the teachers participated like at least one day. So I was like, I literally forgot. It was I drew the hat on. I drew the paper on wig day, right? My name on the list in the front office, and literally they were like, Vickers, these teachers are doing wig day. Yeah. So luckily, that is my wife's shake and go wig. It would just happen to be in my back seat, and I was like, oh, perfect, shake and go.
Man, listen, I'm looking at the photo like, what the heck is going on? It looks like you were in a professional setting, given by a board in the background, a collar shirt, and what looks like a lanyard on. I said, okay, he could be at work, but I got to ask the man, what's going on? Tell the people.
But I tell you, the kids thought that was my real hair.
Yeah, it looks authentic. I mean, and then there's a full beard right here, so kind of it all fits together.
Them kids didn't know. Oh, it was hilarious. Oh, it was the funniest day. They were like, the kids were like, you gotta post on Facebook, Mr. Vickers. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it. So I did it. I didn't care. Y'all, you know me. I don't care.
Hilarious as you've been, man. You seem like you probably slowed down. You seem like you probably kind of got. I know you over there as the married man. You chilling out over there. No,
I am married. No, I am married now. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Ashley Nicole Vickers. Married September 21st, 2019, right before COVID. All that good stuff. So yeah.
That's what's up. Well,
but I ain't slowed down. I'm still petty, Eddie, and crazy. I'm still that person.
No, shout out to you and your wife, and also shout out to Long Beach, Inglewood. Is it Inglewood?
Inglewood, South Bay.
It's everybody. That's the whole side of the. That's the whole side of the cusp.
That's the whole county.
Yeah, Inglewood. I always debate with people about it. We Chicago got an Inglewood, but we spell ours with the E.
With an E, right?
Yeah. The original.
I'm like,
Inglewood.
what is up with that? Nah, F all that.
And you got to come back on the podcast and talk more about the things that you're doing, man.
I would love to.
You got to come back. There's not enough time to talk to you about Kappa all day because there's a lot of other things. You're also a member of. Let you tell it.
Phi Mu Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
There you go. Shout out to Phi Mu Alpha, man, and those Rho Gammas that they used to keep super crazy on campus, man. And you see it emulated.
What?
I've seen it kind of replicated in just on like TikToks and stuff like that. Not like called again like a Rho Gamma, but I'm like, yo, that's a Rho Gamma, dog.
I would hate to say, you know how HUD would kill us if you use some other schools slang, but I'm taking from Southern University themselves. Often imitated,
never duplicated. For sure. And do those brothers down there still do those Rho Gammas?
They do.
Okay, yeah, that's something I think should be a staple because people are going to always like hot dogs. Yeah, we're talking about it, and I'm showing a photo of it, so you can already get your mouth water. But I mean, dude, I was killing those Rho Gammas for sure.
Thank you. Yeah. That was Burger and them doing that before I even got in. They started that.
Yeah. So. A Chicago hustler. He always going to come up with some kind of thing. Shout out to Virgo, member Omega Sci-Fi. Also a headband director doing his thing, finessing the game. If you're watching this, Burger, I'm coming to your door and hitting you up as well. Man, Eddie, Thank you so much for joining this episode, particularly this edition of the Finesse Media Podcast, Season 5, the Divine 9 edition, holding it down, highlighting Divine 9, particularly finessers in those organizations. Eddie, man, if you want to care, let people know how they can stalk your page, because you be giving the kids, literally your kids inside of the classroom, some really good music and dropping gems, and you often go live. So if people want to check out your page, maybe follow and support, because again, as a teacher, as I said offline, it's one of the hardest jobs, and I think one of the less paid jobs. They certainly should be getting paid what entertainers get paid. Most of my success has been on the backs of educators, and most of which have been also members of the Divine 9, which I had later found out. So, I mean, really positive folks, and make a real impact very early in one's life. And we all appreciate our teachers and give them a little bit more money, or a lot of more money.
Listen,
yeah,
I take tips. I take tips outside.
Yeah. 180,000 is not enough. I don't even care. They need more money. It's not enough.
180,000. We don't even get that.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying I'm putting it out there. But if you want to keep up with Eddie, man, Eddie, how folks can keep up with you?
I'm on TikTok. I'm Master Noop on TikTok. I'm Master_Noop on Instagram, and I'm just Edward A. Vickers on Facebook.
For sure. Eddie Vickers, thank you so much, bro. You got to come back, hang out with me, probably co-host or something. That'd be cool.
I can do that. do that.
Yeah. Since you still got it, you ain't slowed down. You still petty.
I still ain't.
Man, we can bring some of that petty Eddie. Change the background, put on a different suit. All right, y'all. You've been watching another episode of the Finesse Media Podcast, Season 5. I'm your host, Ken Finesse Media, and I'll see you next week with something brand new. Peace. For sure.
3, 1, and 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, bye.
This has been another edition of the Finesse Media Podcast. Join us again next week for the latest news from HBCUs. Special guest